Hello everyone, myself Shikha brought to you a new chapter from our literature reader New Broadway. The chapter that we are covering in this video is A Time for Surgery. Tricky, a small dog, is pampered by his mistress. She overfeeds him and he falls seriously ill. What happens to him? Does he recover? Pampered means spoil or overparenting, and it means when you show extra care to someone to make him feel more comfortable. Overfeeds is called overeating. Mistress here means take carer. So in this story, a dog named Tricky is overcared by its take carer, and this mistress overfeeds its dogs means she gives lots of food to its dog, and because of overeating the dog falls ill. So now what happened with that dog? Does he recover or not? We'll see as we proceed towards the story. Here are some new words from the text that will help you while explaining the chapter. Some information about the writer James Harriet, who was born in 1916 and died in 1995, is the pen name of James Alfred White, a British veterinary surgeon and writer. He is best known for his semi-autobiographical stories, often referred to collectively as All Creatures Great and Small. He mainly wrote animal stories and was known to refer to them as his little cat and dog stories, in which he describes with great simplicity his love for animals. So James Harriet was having immense love for animals, and it can be seen in his writing. Pen name, we can say, that is kept by the writer himself or herself because he or she wanted to be addressed by that name. Here we start the chapter. I was really worried about Tricky this time. I had pulled up my car when I saw him in the street with his mistress, and I was shocked at his appearance. The narrator of this story is Mr. Harriet, who is a veterinary, or vet means the doctor of animals. So story starts when the narrator felt worried about Tricky. He was in his car, and he stopped his car when he saw Tricky going on the road with his take carer. And first he got shocked after looking at the appearance of the dog. He had become hugely fat, like a blotted sausage, with a leg at each corner. His eyes, bloodshot and rheumy, stared straight ahead, and his tongue lolled from his jaw. Blotted sausage means a mixture of finely cut meat, bread, etc. And here blotted sausage has been used for the dog, who was so fat that he looked like a huge piece of meat. Bloodshot is called reddish, and rheumy means watery discharge from the eyes, and lolled is called hung out loosely. So the narrator, Mr. Harriet, was surprised looking at the dog as he had gained too much weight and he was looking like a fatty sausage. And because of his body flash, he was hardly walking, keeping each his leg at each corner. Dog's eyes were looking very reddish because of tiredness, and watery discharge was there in his eyes. He was looking straight and his tongue was hanging loose from his jaws. Jaws means jabre, right? So in these lines, the physical description of the dog has been given, and looking at which Mr. Harriet had become surprised. Mrs. Pumphrey hastened to explain. He was so listless, Mr. Harriet. He seemed to have no energy. Hastened means quickly. Listless is called lacking energy. So next character of this story is Mrs. Pumphrey, who was the guardian of the dog. She said to Mr. Harriet that her dog was left with no energy and he seems very dull. I thought he must be suffering from malnutrition, so I have been giving him some little extra between meals to build him up. Some malt and cod liver oil in a bowl of Horlicks at night to make him sleep, nothing much really. Malnutrition means unbalanced stage of food and nutrition because of lack of the food, right? Malt is the germinated grains for extra nutrition, and cod liver oil means the oil got after pressing the liver of the cod fish. Cod is a type of fish. Okay, cod is the name of a type of fish, right? So Mrs. Pumphrey told to Mr. Harriet that she thought her dog was lacking with the nutrition, so she had been giving him some extra food to eat besides 3 meals to make him stronger during the sleep. At night, she used to give him cod liver oil and a bowl of Horlicks so that he could have a sound sleep. Only this much of extra food has been giving to her dog. It means she used to give him breakfast, lunch, dinner, and in between of these meals, she added on extra foods to make the dog healthy. And did you cut down on the sweet things as I told you? Oh, I didn't for a bit, but he seemed to be so weak, I had to relent. He does love cream cakes and chocolate, so I can't bear to refuse him. Relent means give in or leave up, right? Refuse is called to deny or forbid something or mana karna. So Mr. Harriet asked Mrs. Pumphrey if she cut down on giving sweet things to dog as he had prescribed. Then Mrs. Pumphrey said that she continued for some time, but the dog seemed to be very weak, so she started providing him sweets again. The dog loves to eat cream cakes, chocolates, and other sweet things, so she would not deny to give him all these things. I looked down again at the little dog. That was the trouble. Tricky's only fault was greed. Greed means desire to have more and more or lalach karna, okay? Mr. Harriet again looked at the dog and he was really looking troubled because his only mistake was his desire to eat more and more food. Here we came to know that Mrs. Pumphrey had been giving extra food in excess, as now, and Tricky had become unhealthy and very fleshy or fatty. Here the name of the dog is also revealed, that is Tricky, right? He had never been known to refuse food. He would tackle a meal at any hour of the day or night, and I wondered about all the things Mrs. Pumphrey hadn't mentioned. Tackle means to handle. So the dog was a type of that. He never denied to take the food. He can eat any time during the day or night. Mr. Harriet was wondering on this thing that Mrs. Pumphrey had not told about all these things of dog, and she had hid so many things to him. Are you giving him plenty of exercise? Well, he has his little walks with me, as you can see, but Hodkin the gardener has been down with lumbago, so there has been no ring throwing lately. Lumbago means pain in the lower back or peeth mein dard, right? Mr. Harriet asked Mrs. Pumphrey if she was making him to do enough exercise. Then Mrs. Pumphrey said that Tricky walks with her daily to some distance, but her gardener named Hodkin had been suffering from lower back pain. Hodkin here the name of the gardener of Mrs. Pumphrey, right? So he was not able to do ring throwing exercise for Tricky. Means Hodkin, her gardener, and Tricky, they were indulging in the ring throwing exercise every day. Okay, you must have seen now we throw the ring at a distance and then we ask the pair to go there and bring that ring. So the same exercise. Okay, so Mrs. Pumphrey's gardener was making Tricky to do this exercise, and now he was suffering from back pain, so this exercise was also not going on with Tricky. I tried to sound severe. Now I really mean this. If you don't cut his food right now and give him more exercise, he's going to be really ill. You must harden your heart and keep him on a very strict diet. So Mr. Harriet became serious now, and in his conversation, he told to Mrs. Pumphrey that now he was saying it in a very serious manner, that if she would not cut Ricky's food and would not wake him, so exercise more, and then the dog would fall ill, and he said that she should be strict on keeping the dog on a very balanced diet. So in these lines we found that Tricky was leading a very unhealthy life with more food and no exercise. Mrs. Pumphrey wrung her hand. So I will, Mr. Harriet. I'm sure you are right. But it is so difficult, so very difficult. She set off her head down along the road as if determined to put the new regime into practice immediately. Wrung means twisted. Set off is a phrase, it's a group of two words now, so it's a phrase that means start a journey. And regime is called a system or order. So listening to all the instruction of Mr. Harriet, Mrs. Pumphrey twisted her hands in embarrassment and said that she would do as directed, and said that whatever he said is right, but it was really very difficult to implement or to start it. She was on her way with the decision that she would start the new practice order for Tricky immediately. I watched their progress with growing concern. Tricky was tottering along in his little tweed coat, drooping in his harness. I thought it won't be long before I heard from Mrs. Pumphrey. Concern means worry, or we can say when you are worried about something, chinta karna, right? Tottering along is called walking in a very unbalanced manner. And tweed coat is the coat made up of rough woolen fabric, right? Because to save the Tricky from cold weather, Mrs. Pumphrey used to wear him the tweed coat, the woolen coat, we can say, okay, the doggy's coat. And drooping in harness means bent the body because of much body weight. Okay, so Mr. Harriet was looking at both of them as they were moving back, means the conversation now ended, and Mrs. Pumphrey was going back, but Mr. Harriet was taking a look on Mrs. Pumphrey and Tricky. So Tricky in his woolen coat was walking in a very unbalanced manner as he was unhealthy because of being very fatty. So Mr. Harriet thought that Tricky's condition would not be long ago as he heard from Mrs. Pumphrey. Now Mr. Harriet himself might had seen the unhealthy condition of Tricky, and for that he had also given some required direction to Mrs. Pumphrey to be followed. The expected call came within a few days. Mrs. Pumphrey was distraught. Tricky would eat nothing, refused even his favorite dishes. Besides, he had bouts of vomiting. He spent all his time lying on a rug, panting, and didn't want to go for walks, didn't want to do anything. Here, expected means hoped for. Distraught is called extremely worried, and bouts means a period or series of vomiting, means so many vomiting. So as Mr. Harriet was hoping for, Mrs. Pumphrey's call came after a few days, and she was extremely worried as Tricky was eating nothing, even his favorite dishes, and he was having continuous vomiting. Throughout the day, he used to lie down on his rug, taking long breaths as if he was very tired, and he was not showing any interest in walking, eating, or doing anything. I had made my plans in advance. The only way was to get Ricky out of the house for a period. I suggested that he be hospitalized for about a fortnight to be kept under observation. So fortnight is the duration of 15 days, right? Under observation means under the medical treatment. Mr. Harriet had already knew that Mrs. Pumphrey would contact about Ricky's illness, so he had made all the plans on Ricky in advance. Thing that was left was to get Ricky in his veterinary clinic. And he suggested to Mrs. Pumphrey that Ricky needed to be hospitalized for about 15 days so he can start a treatment accordingly. The poor lady almost fainted. She was sure he would pine and die if he did not see her every day. But I took a firm line. Tricky was very ill and this was the only way to save him. Fainted means losing consciousness or behoshi chana. Pine is to lose health and firm is called definite. So after listening to that Tricky needed to be hospitalized, poor Mrs. Pumphrey was almost unconscious. Mrs. Pumphrey was confident about it that if Tricky did not see her take care of her every day, he would lose his health and would die. But Mr. Harriet was very strict on his decision because Tricky was really ill and hospitalization was the only medium to save him. In fact, I thought it best to take him without delay, and followed by Mrs. Pumphrey's wailings, I marched out to the car carrying the little dog wrapped in a blanket. Wailing means cry, so Mrs. Pumphrey was crying. Marched is called going or walking, and wrapped means covered. So Mr. Harriet thought that he should not waste much time now. So he took the Tricky, covered him in the blanket, and walked towards the car, leaving Mrs. Pumphrey crying. Out on the road, I glanced down at the pathetic little animal gasping on the seat by my side. I patted the head, and Tricky made a brave effort to wag his tail. Poor old lad, I said, I think I know a cure for you. Then here, pathetic is called very poor and sad. Vague is called the movement of the tail. Okay, vague is used for the animal's tail when they move their tail. Here, then glanced is called saw, and gasping is called breathing very fast, and cure is the treatment. So Mr. Harriet was on the road in his car, and he looked at the poor little fast breathing animal at the seat of his side, and then he patted the head of Tricky, and patted means here hitting very softly, right? So Tricky showed brave effort by moving his tail, and Mr. Harriet addressed him as a poor lad, means bechara, like, and said that he knew the treatment for Tricky. So here now we can see that Mr. Harriet took Tricky from Mrs. Humphreys to be hospitalized, as Tricky was seriously ill, and the departure of Tricky left Mrs. Pumphrey crying. At the surgery, the household dog searched round me. Tricky looked down at the noisy pack with dull eyes, and when put down, lay motionless on the carpet. The other dogs, after sniffing round him for a few seconds, decided he was an uninteresting object and ignored him. So searched is called moved. Pack means group. So it's a collective noun, okay? And pack of dog means group of dogs. Motionless is called without any movement, and snuffing means smelling. So Mr. Harriet informed that after the arrival at his place at the surgery, surgery here is used for the veterinary clinic, right? All the household dogs in that surgery moved around him, and Tricky was there in Mr. Harriet's arm, and he was looked down at the group of dogs with the dull eyes, and when Mr. Harriet put him down, he laid down on the carpet without any movement. All other dogs of that group started smelling Tricky, because Tricky was a new member there, and animals, especially dog, try to know about anything by smelling it. So they were smelling Tricky, but because of illness, sickness, Tricky was very dull. So dogs were not taking any interest in him, and went by ignoring him. I made up a bed for him in a warm loose box next to the one where the other dogs slept. For 2 days I kept an eye on him, giving him no food but plenty of water. Plenty of is called too much. So Mr. Harriet made the sleeping arrangement of Tricky in a warm loose box next to that place where the other dogs used to sleep. In the beginning, for 2 days he gave Tricky only water, lots of water, but no eatables as the treatment. This was the part of the treatment, right? At the end of the second day, he started to show some interest in his surroundings, and on the third day, he began to whimper when he heard the dogs in the yard. Whimper means to make a weak, feeble sound. As a good sign of treatment, till the end of the second day can be seen. Tricky was taking interest in whatever was happening around him, and on the third day of treatment, Tricky began to sound feebly, means he started making a very little sound. So when he heard the sound of other dogs in the open area, he started making that feeble sound. So now after coming to Mr. Harriet's veterinary hospital, Tricky was showing gradual improvement at his treatment as the treatment was going on. When I opened the door, Tricky tottered out and was immediately engulfed by Joe, the greyhound, and his friends. After rolling him over and thoroughly inspecting him, the dogs moved off down the garden. Tricky followed them, rolling slightly with his surplus fat. Here, tottered out means faster than walking, and engulfed means surrounded. Greyhound is a kind of breed of tall and very big dog, and they are basically used for hunting purpose. Surplus is called over fatty. Surplus fat is called over fatty. So when Mr. Harriet opened the door, Tricky walked out with difficulty, and as he came out, he was surrounded by Joe and his friend. Joe was a dog of greyhound breed. So Joe was the name of that greyhound breed dog, right? So described here, Joe and other dog rolled over Tricky and checked him thoroughly by snuffing, licking, and when they satisfied with the new member, they all moved down towards the garden. Then Tricky was also enjoying and playing with this movement with the other dogs. They were doing this activity, so he was enjoying. And he also followed them all by rolling himself as he was not able to walk properly because of his overweight. Okay, still he was overweight. Later the day I was present at feeding time, I watched while Tristan dropped the food into the bowls. So here Tristan was the cook, the name of the cook who was there in veterinary clinic of Mr. Harriet, who fed dog at veterinary clinic. So during the day at the time of food, Mr. Harriet was present over there and he was watching when Tristan put foods for the dog into their bowls. Here, there was an unusual headlong rush followed by the sounds of high-speed eating. Every dog knew that if he fell behind the others, he will have some competition for the last part of his meal. At this feeding place, every dog wanted to grab the food early, so there was a huge crowd of dogs, and the sound of eating up every very fast was coming. Headlong rush is called the sudden movement. Everybody has come out because they all knew that this was their eating time, so everybody was very excited. Every dog wanted to finish his food first, else they would be having a kind of competition to finish the last part of their meal. So these lines talks about that during the time of food, every dog of the veterinary center was trying to finish the food so early that not at any other dog can do. So as early as possible, they were trying. They were participating. It was looking like they were participating in any race, and the dog with the leftover food till the end would be left behind. When they had finished, Ricky took a walk round the shining bowls, licking casually inside one or two of them. Next day, an extra bowl was put out for him, and I was pleased to see him jostling his way towards it. Licking means to taste or chatna. Jostling is called struggling. So when all the days finished their food, all the dogs finished their foods, Tricky walked around the empty shining bowls of food and licked the leftover food. So this sign showed that Tricky was now taking interest in food and eating. Keeping his interest in mind, next day Mr. Harriet put an extra bowl of food for Tricky, and he became happy to see that Tricky was struggling to eat that extra food kept for him. So it showed that now Tricky was feeling better. From then on, his progress was rapid. He had no medical treatment of any kind, but all the day he ran about with the dogs, joining in their friendly scrimmages. Rapid is called very fast, and scrimmages is called confused struggle confused struggle, and that struggle means a friendly and loving struggle, right? So from that day, Ricky was showing fast improvement in his health, and now any medical treatment containing medicines or any injection was not going. And besides it, that Tricky used to run all the day with other dogs, and this exercise includes a friendly struggle and racing every day with the other dog. And this was just like the physical treatment that Tricky needed. Tricky was needed. So here he discovered the joys of being bowled over, tramped on, and squashed every few minutes. Bowled over is called amazed, and tamped on means walked heavily, very heavily, and squashed is called crushed. So first time Tricky experienced the joy of being amazed on walking heavily with the other dogs and crushing on one another in a very friendly manner. Means all this struggle and crushing and squeezing, this was going on now like very friendly and happily. Tricky was enjoying all this. He became an accepted member of the gang, fighting like a tiger for his share at meal times and hunting rats in the old hen house at night. He had never had such a time time in his life. Now, Tricky had become the favorite member of the dog's gang. He learned and enjoyed fighting like a tiger during the meal time for his share of food, and he liked hunting rats during the night hours at the place where Hen used to live. At this, it was a vet clinic, so different kind of animals lived there, including some birds like hen. So rats used to visit in search of the food grains given to hen in hen's coop or hen's house. Hen coop is called the hen's house. So the grain that was provided now to hen, so that grain, leftover grains, all the rats were visiting the hen groups, and those rats were hunting by these dogs, and Tricky also liked to hunt for these rats. So all these were like adventurous activities for Tricky, as he never experienced all these in his lifetime. So this is stranger tell that Tricky, who once was very dull and pathetic, now became very energetic and favorite of everyone, as he was living under the controlled diet and in a free environment where he had lots of physical activities that made him fit. All the while, Mrs. Pumphrey hovered anxiously in the background, ringing a dozen times a day for the latest bulletins. I was able to tell her that the little fellow was out of danger and convalescing rapidly. Hovered anxiously means waiting nearby with worry. Convalescing is called getting healthy after a long illness. So all the time, Mrs. Pumphrey remained worried about Tricky's news, and she used to ring about 12 times a day to Mr. Harriet about the latest news of Tricky. And in her anxiousness, she waited in the background nearby the hospital. So Mr. Harriet told her that now Tricky was out of danger and gradually he was recovering after a long illness. The word convalescing seemed to be something to Mrs. Pumphrey. She started to bring around fresh eggs, 2 dozen at a time, to build up Tricky's strength. When Mrs. Pumphrey came to know about the gradual recovery, she began to bring near about 12 eggs at a time so that she could make Tricky stronger. Dozen means 12 in number, right? So for a happy period, my partners and I had 2 eggs each for the breakfast. But when the bottles of wine began to arrive, it was to enrich Tricky's blood. Lunch became a ceremonial occasion with 2 glasses of wine before and several during the meal. Ceremonial occasion here comes for the celebration, right? So as now Tricky was allowed to eat his meals, Mr. Harriet with his partner dogs had 2 eggs for the breakfast. Beside it, when the bottles of wine started coming during lunch, then that meal became a celebration. As they all took 2 glasses of wines before the lunch and many glasses during the lunch. Here it is told that when Mrs. Pumphrey knew about that now Tricky was allowed to eat properly, she started sending lots of eggs and bottles of wines for Tricky. And also in the hospital, breakfast and lunch had become a celebration for them. So if you have delicious dishes in your meal, then you will enjoy the eating, right? So it is definitely, it is what it was very definite, and some same was there. Everyone in the vet hospital was enjoying their meal. And if you ask why wine was or allowed, means why the wine was allowed for Tricky, so wine was meant to improve Tricky's blood and his health, means in a limited amount, right? So wine or an alcoholic drink is allowed, but in a very limited amount. Wine that have some health benefits also. They were days of deep content, starting well with the extra egg in the morning and finishing luxuriously with the wine. Content means satisfaction, and luxuriously is called grandly. So these going on days were very satisfied for everyone, as all started their day with extra eggs in the morning breakfast, and then grandly ended the last meal of the day, that is dinner, with wine, because Mrs. Pumphrey was continuously sending extra eggs and wine. It was a temptation to keep Tricky on as a permanent guest, but I knew Mrs. Pumphrey was suffering and after a fortnight felt compelled to phone and tell her that the little dog had recovered and was awaiting collection. Tempting is called attraction and compelled here means forced. Awaiting collection means waiting to be picked up. So Tricky's stay was like a attraction for everyone in the vet hospital as because of Tricky, everyone was enjoying the treat of a good food and all want that Tricky always lived there as a permanent guest. But Mr. Harriet knew that the condition of Mrs. Pumphrey's was not right. So after 15 days, he felt it required to call Mrs. Pumphrey to tell that her dog now recovered from the illness and he was awaited or he was allowed to be taken back. So now Tricky was all fine and was ready to go back. Within minutes, about 30 feet of gleaming black metal drew up outside the surgery. The chauffeur opened the door and could just make out the figure of Mrs. Pumphrey almost lost in the interiors. Her hands were tightly clasped in front of her. Her lips trembled. Gleaming means shining and drawing up is called to stop. Chauffeur is driver. Okay. Clasped means gripped or grasped very tightly, hold very tightly, right? And trembled means shivered or kaapna. So after this receiving the call, within the few minutes, 13 feet long, shining black dark color car stopped outside of the vet hospital. When the driver opened the door, Mr. Harriet saw Mrs. Pumphrey sitting inside the car and she was lost in herself. She grabbed her hand tightly and her lips were shivering. Here it can be seen clearly that Mrs. Pumphrey was very nervous as well as very eager and excited to meet Tricky after so many days, as it was the first chance when Tricky remained away from her for so many days. Oh, Mr. Harriet, do tell me the truth. Is he really better? Yes, he is fine. There is no need for you to get out of the car. I'll go and fetch him. Fetch means to bring. So Mrs. Pumphrey, in a very worried and very surprised confusion, she was confirming Mr. Harriet whether Tricky was really better. And Mr. Harriet answered her about the fitness of Tricky and told her not to come out of the car as he would himself bring Tricky to her. I walked through the house into the garden. A mass of dogs was hurtling around and round the lawn, and in their midst, ears flapping, tail waving, was the little golden figure of Tricky. Hurling means running fast. Midst is called in the middle. Mass of the dogs here comes for group of dogs. So when Mr. Harriet came into the garden, the group of dogs was running fast all round, and in the middle of that group was the little golden Tricky with the flapping or moving his ears and moving his tails. In 2 weeks, he had been transformed into a lithe, hard muscle animal. He was keeping up well with the pack, stretching out in great bounds, his chest almost brushing the ground. Lithe means moving easily. Bounce is called walking with leaping and jumping. So in these 14 days, Tricky was transformed into a dog who could move easily. And now the strong muscle Tricky could do well with the group of dogs. And he was now able to stretch his body. He could walk and jump. And now his body was in the shape as if the chest seam as it was brushing the ground. Okay. So this stranger described the transformation that came in Tricky after the treatment. That earlier Tricky was looking like a big piece of fatty sausage and his body looked loosened and hung towards the ground. And now he was a fit, energetic and a good muscular bodied dog whose body brushed the ground when he walked. I carried him back along the passage to the front of the house. The chauffeur was still holding the car door open, and when Tricky saw his mistress, he took off from my arms in a tremendous leap and sailed into Mrs. Pumphrey's lap. Tremendous means great. Took off is called pulled out, and sailed here means settled, right? So Mr. Harriet carried Tricky in his arms through the passage to the front of his house, and the driver was still standing, holding the car gate opened. So as Tricky saw his caretaker, he set out and pulled out from Mr. Harriet's arms with a great jump and settled down into the lap of Mrs. Pumphrey. Lap. Lap is called goat. Okay, so he took a great jump and then he just leaned down on Mrs. Pumphrey's lap. Then she gave a startled oh, and then had to defend herself as he swarmed over her, licking her face and barking. Startle is called surprised, and swarmed over is called crawl over or drag over, ringna, right? Mrs. Pumphrey gave a surprised look to Tricky, and next moment she was defending herself as Tricky was showing his excitement and happiness by licking Mrs. Pumphrey's face and by barking. Means that was a happy bark that he was doing. As the car moved away, Mrs. Pumphrey leaned out of the window, tears shone in her eyes and her lips trembled. Leaned out is called peep out or bent out, jhakna. Okay. Shown here is the second form of shine. So as the car moved, Mrs. Pumphrey's peeped out of the car window and tears were there in her eyes, and shining means the tears were shining in her eyes. That was the emotions that Mrs. Pumphrey was showing to Mr. Harriet, and her lips were shivering. Oh, Mr. Harriet, she cried, how can I ever thank you? This is a triumph of surgery. Triumph means a victory. So Mrs. Pumphrey, in a crying tone, was telling to Mr. Harriet that she did not find a way to thank him for what he had done for Tricky, as she loved Tricky a lot. She said that it was really a victory of veterinary hospital or surgery. So here the chapter ends and gave us a message that excess of everything is bad, whether it is a food, a love, or anything else, because everyone cannot find Mr. Harriet to help in gaining the victory on your problem, whatever the problem you are having. You are not going to find Mr. Harriet. So follow this message, and I'll see you with the next video next time.